Hello. Hello everybody, welcome to today's live lesson. Can you guys hear me? Alright. Hello Ash, welcome. Coach Irfan is alright, thank you for asking. Hello everybody, welcome to today's live lesson with me. I'm Coach Shahira from MasterMath. We are going to go through PSLE math revision on rates. Okay? Hello. As usual, I will start at 8:05. Let's wait for more people to join. Today is primary level. Tomorrow's live will be for secondary level. Okay, for those of you who are asking. Can we see the screen clearly? I hope we can. Hello everybody. Bye. Thank you for joining. The rest, hello, welcome. Welcome to today's live lesson. I am Coach Shahira. We are going to go through PSLE math revision on rate. Hello, Jehan. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. Okay, for those of you who are here, please try question number 1. Okay, I will begin in 2 minutes time. Try question number 1. I will begin in 2 minutes time. Once you're done trying question 1 while waiting, please spam the like button for me. Thank you very, very much. Last week's answer keys will be provided after today's live. Okay, for those of you who are asking, last week's area and perimeter answer key will be provided in the Telegram channel as well after today's live. Thank you for asking. Hello, those of you who just joined, hi, welcome. My name is Coach Shahira. I'm from MasterMath. We are going to go through PSLE math revisions on rates. Okay, if you want to know where we can get this worksheet, the worksheet can be found on our Telegram channel. The link is at the top of the page. I hope you can see the link. Okay, we have a very funny answer for question 1. Someone said the answer is the man will get tired. The man will indeed get tired. That's right, I will get tired. Okay, I will go through in 1 minute time. Okay, in 1 minute's time. Alright. I see common names here. Thank you very much for joining. Hi Izrin, thanks for joining. For those of you who are on your holiday, yet you are still joining, thank you very, very much for your participation. Alright, let's go through. For those of you who just joined again, my name is Coach Shahira. I am from MasterMath. We are going to go through today's topic, which is on rates. Okay, the worksheet can be found on our Telegram channel. So if you are interested, you can find more resources there, as well as the links for the previous week's worksheets. Okay, so let's go through question number 1. Alright, for question number 1, I see a lot of students giving me answer as number 3. Let's see if number 3 is correct. Okay, now question number 1 says a man takes 20 minutes to saw a piece of wood into 5 pieces. How long will he take to saw a similar piece of wood into 10 pieces? So a lot of students will think, from 5 to 10 we times 2. So from 20 we also times 2 to give us 40. But this is not the case. Okay, option number 3 is not right, because we must look at the amount of work that he's doing. Okay, to saw a piece of wood into 5 pieces, let me draw it out for you. If I have a piece of wood and I cut it into 5 pieces, I have to make 1, 2, 3, 4 cuts. Okay, to get it into 5 pieces, I have to make 4 cuts so that I can get my 5 pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I need to cut and saw 4 times only. Okay, I have to saw 4 times. Therefore, 4 times of this sawing is 20 minutes. Therefore, 1 unit will be 20 divided by 4 to give us 5. Okay, so this is like a gaps and interval question. To give us 5 pieces, there must be 4 cuts. Okay, if there are 5 items, there must be 4 gaps. Alright, so 1 unit is 5. To get 10 pieces, I need to saw 9 times. Therefore, my answer will be 9 times 5. To give us 45. So for those of you who got 45, excellent job. You got that right. You did not get 3. Tricked. So well done. Okay, so the correct answer is option number 2. Let me make this a little bit thicker so that you can see clearer. Okay. Do we understand now? A lot of people giving me all the bruh. Yeah, all of you got tricked. Right. The answer is 45 minutes. So again, for this question, very, very tricky question. For you to get 5 pieces of wood, you need to saw 4 times only. Okay, therefore 4 units is 20, 1 unit will be 5. So each time you cut, you spend 5 minutes cutting. Okay, so for you to get 10 pieces, you need to cut 9 times. Therefore, your answer would be 45. Okay, why must I cut? Because I'm sawing the piece of wood. I have a big log. I need to cut and cut to get me 5 pieces. Okay, to get me 5 pieces. Do we understand now? I need to cut 4 times. Cut here once, I get 2. Cut here 2 times, I get 3 pieces. Cut here 3 times, I get 4 pieces. Cut here 4 times, I get 5 pieces. Okay? So where I get 9 units is because for me to get 10 pieces, I need to cut 9 times. Understand? It's just like a piece of cake. For you to get 2 pieces, I only need to move the knife once across. Okay, I just need to cut 1 time. The action of cutting is what I'm looking at, because it's the action of cutting that takes up time. Alright? Are we clear now? Okay? Alright. Do we have any questions? Very tricky first question, right? Okay. If you have no questions, can you help me spam the like button? I'll give you 5 minutes before we go on. Okay? Thank you so much for all the likes coming in. Alright. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Alright, let's move on. Okay, for those of you who just joined, welcome. My name is Coach Shahira. I'm going through PSLE Math Revision on rates. Okay, for those of you who want to get the worksheet, they can be found on our Telegram channel. The link is at the top of the page. Alright, let's go on to question number 2. Okay, question number 2, another tricky one. This one is on proportions. Can we all see the questions? I am so sorry, you are not done. Baker Flo, here you go. Okay, the rest of you can go and try question 2 first. Okay. Thank you, Nat, for saying that my handwriting is nice. Thank you so much. Alright. Hello, Shakil. Thanks for joining. Okay. Alright, so the answer is option 2 here. Okay, again, because I only cut 4 times to get 5 pieces. Alright. Okay, let's move on to question number 2. Okay. Alright, question number 2. 5 men take 6 days to paint a house. Assuming that all the men work at the same rate, how long will it take 15 men to paint 6 houses? Can all of you try this now? Okay, everybody try this now. I'll give you about 2 minutes only. 2 minutes. Hi Shakil, I'm good, thank you. Thanks for asking. I hope you're doing good too. Alright, question number 2. This question is on proportions. Okay, for those of you who have no idea how to solve this question, let me give you a clue. What we can do is to go and form a table first, where we have the men, the houses, and the days. Okay, think about how they are related. Okay? Alright. Okay. Alright, one more minute before we go on. Those of you who got answer as 3, I see many of you got your answer as 3. Is it really 3? What do you think? Please check your work. Is it really 3? For those of you who are trying, thank you very much for your hard work. Please keep it up, okay? For those of you who just joined, welcome. My name is Coach Shahira from MasterMaths. We are going through PSLE Maths revision on rate, okay? If you want to get the worksheet, they can be found on our Telegram channel, which is at the top of the page. There is a link at the top of the page, okay? Alright, let's go through question number 2. Now 5 men take 6 days to paint 1 house. Okay, what I'm doing is just rewriting the first sentence, or rather organizing my information, okay, from the first sentence. Now all the men work at the same rate, so how long will it take 15 men to paint 6 houses? When you have 3 variables here, you have the men, you have houses, you have days, and you are asked to fix 2 variables, which is the men and the houses. What you want to do is to fix them one by one, okay? So we will get from 5 men to 15 men first. Okay, from 5 men to 15 men. From 5 to 15, I just need to times 3. Alright, from 5 to 15, I just need to times 3. Now this is where it can get a little bit complicated. If I have more men to paint just 1 house, I'm going to fix the house at 1. Okay, just 1 house. I am going to take more or less days. What do you think? If I have more people helping me paint the house or do the job, I'm definitely going to do it much faster, right? So I will take less days. That's right. Okay, the official Muslim guy, you did it well. That's right. We just divide. Very good. We're going to take less days. Okay, why? Let me explain here. More help, less time taken. More help, therefore less time taken. This is indirect proportion. Therefore, we divide. So far, so good? Okay. Yes, a lot of you are saying divide. Very good. Okay, now let's continue. So 6 divided by 3, we will get 2. Okay. Now that I have fixed our 15 men, it's already fixed. I need to get from 1 house to 6 houses. So now, all of us, okay, all these 15 men, not us lah, but all these 15 men, we're gonna work and paint this one house. We take 2 days. Suddenly, there's more projects coming in. We need to paint more houses. Will we take more time or less time? If we need to do more work, will we take more time or less time? What do you think? If we need to do more work, will we take more time or less time? You are right. Those of you typing in more, fantastic. We need more time to do more work. Therefore, we multiply by 6 again. Okay, so 6 times 2 is 12. Therefore, our final answer here would be 12. Why? Because we have more work. Therefore, we will need to take more time. That's why we multiply. Okay? Do we understand this? Why we times 6? From one house, now we need to do 6 houses. We need to paint 6 houses. Okay? That's why we multiply by 6. Because if I have to paint more houses, I will need more time to paint it. Okay? Therefore, the days will increase. That's why I will get 12. Any questions? Okay, I see that a lot of you are beginning to understand what's going on here. Well done. So our answer would be number 3. Okay. How many of you extremely love proportions question? You think it's very simple to understand? Anybody love proportion questions? No? Oh dear, minions, you don't like proportion questions. Next, you love proportion questions. Personally, I feel that proportion questions are questions that can give you marks. Okay? You know all those word problems with all the heuristics is going to be very confusing. But for proportions question, it requires a bit of logic. Okay, that's why over here, when you have more help, you will take less time because more people are helping you. That's why you divide. Okay, more work, you take more time to do the work, so you multiply. Okay, so yeah, it's like 3 marks. So as long as you understand the proportions, whether it's direct or indirect, then you can get the points. Okay, any questions here? Alright, if you have no questions, again, can you help me spam the like button, please? Can you help me spam the like button, please? If you enjoy doing these 2 questions so far, please help me like our live. For those of you who just joined, welcome. My name is Coach Shahira from MasterMaths. We are going through maths revision for PSLE level on rate. Okay, if you are in P5, you can also join because this will also be tested in P5. Alright, thank you so much for all the likes. Really appreciate it. Okay, in 5 seconds, I'm gonna go on to the next question. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thank you so much for liking. Let's move on to question number 3. Okay, another standard type of rates question. Okay, another standard type of rates question. We have a table, a rate table, and we are asked to find certain things according to this rate table. Okay, so let's take a look. Leah took a taxi home from work. Her taxi fares were based on the charges shown below. The taxi stopped for a total of 3 minutes at traffic junctions. Okay, and traveled a total distance of 6.4 kilometers to reach Leah's home. How much did Leah pay for the taxi fare? Okay, please try this question now. Okay, please try this question now. Some of you are very fast. You've already tried. But is your answer correct? Please check. Okay. What do you think is the answer? Alright. For those of you who did this before the class started, wonderful. Thank you for your hard work and your efforts. Okay, some of them are not done, so let's wait a little while more. I'll give you another 2 minutes. Okay, then we can move on. 2 more minutes. One final minute. Okay, thank you very much for joining, those of you who just did, and for those of you who have joined from the very start, thank you very much. Again, my name is Coach Shahira. We are going through PSLE Maths Revision on rate. Please try this question if you haven't already done so. If you need the worksheet, they can be found on our Telegram channel, so please join our Telegram channel to get the worksheet. Okay, if you are done, please help me spam the like button, share this live with all of your friends, family, everybody that you know, so that we can all learn together, okay? Alright. Okay, shall we go through now? Everybody ready? Okay, let's go through this question now. Alright, so we know that she traveled a total distance of 6.4 kilometers. So what we want to do is, we know that the first kilometer is $4. So we are going to write down first km. This is $4. Okay, therefore those that remaining kilometer or remaining distance would be 5.4 km. Okay, do we know how we got 5.4 km? Okay, 5.4 km because I just removed the first kilometer. Alright, and 5.4 km is the same as 5,400 meters. Okay, it's the same as 5,400 meters. Alright, then every time you move another 500 meter or less, you need to pay 20 cents. So what we need to do is find out how many sets of 500 meters there are. Okay, so sets of 500 meters, we are going to take 5,400 meters divided by 500 meters. Okay, 5,400 meters divided by 500 meters. I can cancel the 2 zeros, okay, to signify I'm dividing by 100. Okay, then I'm left with 54 divided by 5. Okay, this is the same as 10 with a remainder of 400 meters. Agree? Okay, 10 times 5 is 50. And then I have a remaining 400 meters. Or 10 times 500 is 5,000. I have a remaining 400 meters. Okay? Agree, right? Okay. So this one here, my 400 meters, I still need to pay 20 cents. Okay? Even though it's less than 500, I still need to pay 20 cents. So in total, I have 11 sets of 500 meters. Okay? 10 sets of 500, each of them I pay 20 cents. And the remaining 400 meters, I still need to pay 20 cents. Therefore, in these 5.4 kilometers, I'm going to pay 11 times 20 cents. I am going to get $2.20. Okay, so for my first meter, I have $4. For my second meter, or rather the rest of my distance, I have $2.20. Do you think that is all? Is this all? Not quite, right? Because the taxi stopped for 3 minutes. The taxi stopped for a total of 3 minutes. Okay? Because the taxi stopped for a total of 3 minutes, so it's going to wait and wait and wait at the traffic light for 3 minutes. We need to calculate the waiting time. Okay? So 30 seconds of waiting or less is 25 cents. So sets of 30 seconds in 3 minutes, this is the same as 3 minutes is the same as 180 seconds. Okay? So 180 seconds divided by 30 seconds to give us 6. Why 180? Because this is 3 minutes. Okay, how many 30 seconds are there? There's 3, in 3 minutes, there are 6 sets of 30 seconds. Okay, so I need to pay another 6 times 25 cents. Okay, 6 times 25 cents, I'm going to get $1.50. Okay, this is the waiting time. Do we understand so far? Okay, do we understand so far? Okay. Alright, therefore, my total amount, okay, my total is going to be $4 plus $2.20 plus $1.50 to give us a total of $7.70. Okay, a lot of you got 3, so well done, those of you who got 3. Okay, excellent job. Now, usually, you may be wondering, usually, how much or how many marks will this question be worth, right? Usually, this question may appear in booklet B of paper 1, so that's 2 marks, or the first 5 questions of paper 2, which is also 2 marks. Okay, very, very usually, it's 2 marks. Sometimes, if they are nice, sometimes it can be worth 3 marks. Okay, so this is worth 2 to 3 marks. Final answer would be number 3. Any questions so far? Okay, so far so good. How do we find rates so far? Manageable? Everything okay? Better than word problems, right? Definitely better than word problems, right? Alright. Okay. Yeah, manageable. That's nice to hear. That's good. Okay. So before we go on, you know the drill. Before we go on, can you help me spam the like button, please? Thank you very, very much. I really appreciate you spending your time with me here during our live. Thank you very much for spending your time with me on a Tuesday night. My name is Coach Shahira, for those of you who just joined. I'm from MasterMaths. We are going through PSLE Maths revision on rates. Okay, today's lesson is on rates. Alright, if you would like to get our worksheet, they can be found on our Telegram channel. Okay, the link is at the bottom of this page. Alright, so please join the Telegram channel because this is not the only free resource that we give out. Okay, every week we will have worksheets for you to try before coming to our live class. Okay, every Tuesday we are having a PSLE Maths Revisions live class. So please join if you can, yeah? The rest of you, thank you so much for joining, and as usual, okay, if you stay with me till the end, I have a silly story to share with you guys. This happened just now, like just now. Okay, so those of you who have been staying with us from the start, please continue to stay with us all the way till the end if you want to hear my funny story. Let's go. Alright, thank you for sharing with us all your love and support. Let's continue to the next question. Okay, question number 4. Question number 4. This question is a little bit tedious, but not to worry, still manageable, okay? So, let's go through this question. Ready? Alright. Okay, question number 4. One machine took 50 minutes while another machine took 80 minutes to print the same number of posters. Take note here, this is the same number of posters. Okay? The faster machine printed 6 more posters per minute than the slower machine. How many posters did the two machines print in total? Do you think this question is tough? Do you think this question sounds tough? The video is very pixelated. Let me see if I can do something about it. Okay, hang on a second. Let me see if I can do something about it. I'll be right back, yeah? Is this better or is it still pixelated? I hope it's a little bit better. Okay. Alright, yes, I was running. Okay, let's continue. So this question, if you find this question tough, guys, this question is actually a past year PSLE question. This is actually a past year PSLE math question. So if you find it tough, brace yourself for the real PSLE. Okay, this is actually a past year PSLE math question. Alright, let me try to zoom out. Is it better now if I zoom out? I hope it is. Okay. Yes, I am indeed at the Tampines Center. For those of you who know our setup very well, I am indeed at Tampines Center today. Okay. Okay, Is this better? I just changed a little bit. It's even worse? Oh dear. Oh dear, okay. I am so sorry. Thank you very much for your patience. Today's setup is slightly different from our typical Tuesdays because our Tuesday center, the setup is not available at the moment. Okay, I hope this is a little bit better. Okay, in any case, you have your worksheet with you, right? So I hope you can see. Alright, thank you very much for your patience, guys. Let's continue, okay? Now, question number 4. This is an actual PSLE math question, yeah? It's slightly adapted, the numbers have changed, but largely it stays the same, okay? Largely, the type of questioning is very similar to past year PSLE, okay? So, let's go through this question. Alright, for those of you who have no idea how to start, let's begin here. Now, I hope you remember, I mentioned this some weeks back, okay? I mentioned this some weeks back. I mentioned, if you don't know something in math, okay? If you don't know something, don't give up on the question. Try to call it 1 unit and work your way from there, alright? Try to call it 1 unit and then work your way from there. So if you don't know 1 unit, or rather if you don't know how many posters the machine printed, we can call it 1 unit, okay? So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to call this slower machine, I'm going to call it 1 unit. Okay, the number of posters that it can print in 1 minute is 1 unit. So let me write it down. I have the fast and the slow machine. Okay, oops. Fast machine, slow machine. Okay, in 1 minute, the fast machine can print 1 unit plus 6, while the slow machine would just be 1 unit. Do we understand this portion? Do we understand this portion? Okay, I hope we understand this portion, because the question says the faster machine printed 6 more posters per minute than the slower machine. So because I don't know how many the slower machine printed in 1 minute, I just call it 1 unit. If I don't know something in math, in all the math questions, I just call it 1 unit and work from there, okay? Now, the fast machine took 50 minutes. The fast machine took 50 minutes, so I am going to times 50. Okay, so 1 unit times 50 will give me 50 units. And 6 times 50, I will get 300. Okay, do we understand this portion? 50 units plus 300 because I times 50. Okay, so far so good? Alright, then for the slow machine, let me put it below, okay? for the slow machine, in 1 minute I take only 1 unit. But the slow machine took 80 minutes, okay, to print the same number of posters. So this would be 80 units. Okay, so far so good. Alright, any questions at this moment? Okay, any questions in this moment? Everybody understand? Alright, shall we continue? Or would you like to have some time to try this by yourself? Anybody wants to try and continue by themselves? Yes? Okay, let me give you some time to try and continue by yourself. Maybe 2 minutes, okay? 2 minutes. Try and continue this by yourself. Those of you who have already completed, you can use this method to work your way through and see if you get the same answer as before. Okay? For those of you who just joined, welcome. My name is Coach Shahira from MasterMaths. We are going through PSLE Maths revision on rates. Okay? The worksheet can be found on our Telegram channel, so please feel free to join the Telegram channel. Alright. The rest of you have 1 minute to continue. Okay. Again, thank you very much for spending your time with us. I really appreciate you spending your holidays with us. And as usual, if you stay all the way to the last question, I have a silly story to tell, okay? This is a real story that happened just now. Okay, 1 last minute. Okay. All right. What sentence do you want me to repeat? When I giggled? I'm always giggling. Wow, Snorlax, I'm so happy for you. After you joined this TikTok, you finally passed your math exam. I'm so happy for you. Congratulations. You did it all in your hard work. Well done. Okay, the rest of us, I hope we are doing well so far. Let's continue. Okay, this question says that they printed the same number of posters. Okay, let me use a different color here. They printed the same number of posters. Therefore, in 50 minutes, okay, the fast one printed 50 units plus 300. The slow one printed 80 units. Because they printed the same number, I have to just equate these two. Okay, I just have to equate these two. So 50 units plus 300 will be equal to 80 units. Okay, 50 units plus 300 is equal to 80 units. Alright, so far so good. Because they printed the same number, so whatever we have in units, we just have to equate them. Okay, and then if you are not very good at manipulating equations, you can just draw a model to help you visualize. Okay, 50 units plus another 300 will give you 80 units. 50 units plus another 300. Why is my rectangle not working? Okay, there we go. 50 units plus another, let's say 300 here, will give us 80 units. Therefore, this 300 must be our 30 units. So far, understand? Clear? Okay, so this 300 must be my 30 units. So I can continue this way. 30 units is 300. 1 unit would be 300 divided by 30. We will get 10. Okay, 1 unit will be 10. So how many units how many posters did they print all together? I'm going to scroll up a little bit. Okay, Since 1 unit is 10, the slower one printed 80 units, which is 80 times 10 to give us 800. Okay, this is equal to the fast one, so total must be 800 times 2 to give us 1600. How many of you got this right? Anybody? How many of you got this right? Anybody got this right? Our final answer is number 4. Wow, those of you who got it right, well done. For those of you who did not get it right, if you stopped at 800, you're almost there, so good job as well. Okay, I see a lot of me. Those of you who got it right, well done. Good job, Minions. Good job, Pyro. Good job, 𝐒𝐞𝐫𝐢𝐿. I'm so sorry if I'm butchering all your usernames. Okay, good job, Redza. Very good. Why times 2? Good question. Why times 2? Because the slow one is equal to the fast one. Okay, so total would be slow plus fast. Okay, the slow and the fast one together. That's why we times 2. Got it now? Okay, fantastic. Before we go on to the next question, you guys know what to do, right? Thank you very much for doing it already. Can you help me spam the like button, please? Okay? Please help me spam the like button. Why never plus the 300 together? Now we can use this method, or if you want, I am looking at total in purple here. This is my question mark. So all I have to do is to take 50 units plus 300 plus 80 units. Okay, this is method 2, also can. That will be 130 units plus 300. Okay? 130 units plus 300, so we will get 1300 plus 300 to give us 1600 as well. Clear? So this is the fast one. This is the slow one. Okay? Alright. Any questions so far? So far so good? Okay. Wow, thank you for all the likes. I see it now. Thank you very much. Alright. Before we go on, another 5 seconds to spam the like button. For those of you who just joined, welcome. My name is Coach Shahira. Please stay till the end if you want to hear a silly story. Okay, please stay till the end if you want to hear a silly story. Please help me spam the like button, share this live with all your friends, especially if you're all taking PSLE together this year, okay? They will definitely benefit from this free live lesson. If you want to get our worksheet, they can be found on our Telegram channel. The link is at the bottom left corner of the worksheet. For those of you who are so intent on making it to 30k likes, thank you very, very much. Thank you very, very much from the bottom of my heart for all your hard work in doing and liking the live, okay? Alright. Last question for the day. Shall we move on? Okay, Snorlax, I hope you're done writing. Let's go on. Alright. Question number 5. Last question for the day. Okay, last question for the day. This is also a PSLE question. This is a past year PSLE question. Okay, so let's take a look. The graph shows the amount of water in a tank over some time. The container was filled with water from 2 taps. Okay, I'm so sorry, this is not a container, this is not a tank, it's a container. Okay, but same lah, huh? Same. Okay, so the container was filled with water from 2 taps. Tap A was turned on first. Tap B was turned on 4 minutes later. Both taps were turned off at the same time. Okay, when the container was completely filled without overflowing. Completely filled without overflowing. Okay? So, with these keywords that I've highlighted for you, can you try this question on your own now? Okay, can you try this question on your own now? I am going to help you a little bit further by giving you some hints on the graph itself. Okay, I'm going to give you some hints on the graph itself. So, from this graph, we know that the first 4 minutes, B wasn't turned on. So this is completely just A alone. Okay, only tap A alone. And then the tank, the container was completely filled without overflowing. So this shows that the taps were turned off. Okay, because you are no longer contributing to the volume, so the tap was turned off after 10 minutes. Okay, I hope you understand so far. Okay. Alright. So, what happened here? What happened here? Okay, please try this question now. I'll give you maybe about 2 minutes. Okay, try this question now. For those of you who just joined, welcome. My name is Coach Shahira from MasterMaths. We are going through PSLE Maths revision on rate. Alright, we are down to our last question. If you just joined and you missed whatever that we went through before, don't worry. Just head over to our YouTube channel, okay, so that you can review this again. And if you want the worksheet, they can be found on our Telegram channel. So please join our Telegram channel, follow all our social media channels, so that you can get all these free resources at your fingertips, okay? Yes, we got a YouTube channel. We do have a YouTube channel. Our YouTube channel is, let me write down the name for you. It's called... Our YouTube channel is called... It's lagging a little bit, I'm so sorry. I hope you can see what I'm writing. Okay? Can you see what I'm writing? Our YouTube channel is called MasterMathsTV. Okay, so please head over to our YouTube channel as well if you want to have more resources. Okay? Alright, let's go through. 2 minutes have passed. Okay. Alright. Let's go through this question. I'm going to put this all the way up here, okay? Our YouTube channel is called MasterMathsTV. Okay, let's go through the last question for the day. For those of you who have continued with us all the way to this last one, please press on a little bit more. Let's go. The last question for the day. Okay, how much water flowed from tap B per minute? First of all, we know that in the first 4 minutes, only A contributed to the volume because B wasn't turned on until 4 minutes later. Okay, so if B wasn't turned on until 4 minutes later and they were turned off at the same time, from 4 to 10 minutes, this is contributed by both A and B. Okay, this is contributed by both A and B. Alright, so what do we do here? The first thing that you want to do is to look for A's rate. Okay, how much A contributed per minute. So we know that for A, in 4 minutes, the volume went from 0 to 5. So the volume went from 0 to 5, that's going to be 5 liters. Okay, in 4 minutes, A contributed 5 liters. Therefore, in 1 minute, A must have contributed 1.25 liters. Okay, because I divide by 5. So far can follow? Okay, in 4 minutes, A contributed 5 liters because after 4 minutes, there was 5 liters of water in the container. Okay, So A must have contributed 1.25 liters per minute. Alright? Okay, then we have A plus B. A plus B was on together for 6 minutes. Okay, this here is 6 minutes. From 4 minutes to 10-minute mark, that's in total 6 minutes. Okay, so in 6 minutes, let me write it down. A plus B in 6 minutes is actually 35 liters minus 5 liters. Okay, 35 liters minus 5 liters to give us 30 liters. So far, understand? Okay? Divided by 4, you're right. I'm so sorry. I wrote it down wrongly, but the answer is the same, 1.25 liter. Okay, just wrote it down wrongly. Divided by 4, you're right. Okay? Alright, so A in 1 minute is still 1.25 liters, but A plus B in 6 minutes, they contributed 30 liters. Okay, A plus B together contributed 30 liters. Do we understand why 30 liters? Okay? Alright. So, if I know A and B and I'm only interested in B, I need to take away A's 6 minutes. So, I need to go and find out how much is A in 6 minutes. So, all I gotta do is take 1.25 liters times 6. Okay, we will get 7.5 liters. Okay? So, A in 6 minutes contributed 7.5 liters. Alright? Okay, so if A in 6 minutes is 7.5 liters, that means B in 6 minutes must be 30 liters minus 7.5 liters to give us 22.5 liters. Do we understand why we subtract here? Okay, I'm going a little bit slowly so that you can understand everything that's going on. Do we understand why we subtract here? Okay, let me show you why one more time. If A plus B is 30 liters and A is 7.5 liters, B must be 22.5 liters. This is what I have done. That's why I minus. Okay? Alright. So why must subtract again? Because together, 30 liters, this is our whole. One part is 7.5. To find the other part, we minus. Okay? Whole part. Got it? Okay, fantastic. So B in 6 minutes is 22.5 liters. If you know B in 6 minutes, can you find B in 1 minute? Okay, can you find B in 1 minute? So therefore, B in 1 minute would be 22.5 liters divided by 6 to give us 3.75 liters. Okay, so the final answer is 3.75 liters, option number 3. Did we manage to get this right? Okay, answer is option 3. Okay, for those of you who wrote out answer as option 3, thank you very much and well done. Good for you. You got it right. Good job. Okay, that is the end of our live lesson today. Thank you very much for staying. Okay, before you go, as promised, I am going to share with you a funny story in a second. For those of you who just joined, unfortunately, we have just ended our live lesson. But please feel free to tune in to our Telegram channel. Okay, to join our Telegram channel to get all the resources. And also tune in to our YouTube YouTube channel to get all the resources that you can actually use to help you improve. Okay? Alright, thank you very much. This is Coach Shahira. That's all I have for you for today. Thank you very, very much. Here comes the funny part. Okay. Okay, got story. Don't go. Really got story, okay? The funny part is, I'm going to show you. I hope you can see my face and my water bottle. So this is my water bottle. I got it from Coffee Bean. So just now, before the live lesson, right, I wanted to refill water because, you know, talk, very thirsty, right? So I went to refill my water, and our dispenser is those, you know, those you flip the tap thing, and then it will dispense all the water into the flask. Okay, the funny part, not yet, don't laugh first. Okay, so pour in the water already, right? Then I'm thinking, why is the floor wet? It was flooding my floor, and I wasn't thinking actually, it was just flooding my floor. And my bottle my bottle is not like away from where the tap is, you know. So can you all guess what happened? Can you all guess what happened? Why is my floor wet? It wasn't leaking or anything, okay? Why is my floor wet? Can you all guess what happened? Okay, so what happened is, no, my bottle is not broken. So what happened was, very funny to think about it. It's so funny. It wasn't even overflowing. What happened was, I hold the water bottle already, right? I opened already. This is my cap. I did not put my bottle at where the tap is. I went to put my cap. So it wasn't refilling, and it was just coming in and flowing out. I did not even... Goodness gracious. I just put my cap there, not even my bottle. So it was 2 hands, right? I put the wrong hand there. Very funny. Okay, that was my silly story. Really, this really happened, okay? It was all caught on CCTV, but so pricey, you know. Oh my goodness. Okay, anyway, thank you very much for joining. I hope you enjoyed my funny story, and I hope you enjoyed today's live. That's all I have for you for today. Thank you very, very much, guys. I'll see you guys next week. Bye. Enjoy your holidays. Bye, everybody. All right. Thank you very much. Oh goodness, I'm laughing until cry already. See? Thank you. Bye-bye. I'm going to end the live in 3, 2, 1. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you. Good night.